All right, y'all. So right now I'm going to show you how to use a histogram. So just bear with me because Edmentum is not the most user-friendly platform. And so what I want to do is just kind of show you how to get through using some of the graphs. And so the first thing you want to do is open this spreadsheet right here. So I'll click this and open it, and it will show up as Excel right here. And I think it'll also come up in Sheets if you need to do it that way. But what you're going to do is, or what you're going to see is this spreadsheet right here, right? And so spreadsheets are used for a lot of different things using numbers. And so just a way to organize the numbers, right? So let's go to right here where it asks you to go to your math tools and open the data plot. So the math tools are right here. Open the data plot, and it's going to open in a different tab. And so here we're using a histogram, right? So make sure you go to the histogram. And then it says use a setting button to add a label to the x axis and adjust the minimum and maximum x values. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to this right here, and per pupil expenditure, that's what we want to see, right? How much they're spending per each student. So I'm going to highlight that and then right click and copy. Control C also copies, so you can do it that way. And the reason why I'm going to do this is because it tells us what you want to do is to use the setting button to label the x axis. So we'll scroll down here to the settings. Here's the x right here. So Control V, or you can right click and paste. Right, Control V is in Victor, and you will copy, or sorry, you'll paste what you copied. So Control C to copy, Control V to paste. So you have that, right? But then it also asks you right here, add the X, adjust the minimum and maximum values, right? So the minimum and maximum values, we're going to go right here to this, right? Because this is what we want is per pupil expenditure. So if you click right here in the very top of that column, and then you right click and you go to sort, you want to go from A to Z. If you do that, it will make it from the smallest, it'll list it from the smallest number to the largest number. So click that. And then here you see the very top number is this 6,356. So that is the smallest number. Let me put it right here. The minimum, 6,356. And then the maximum, let's see what that was. Let's scroll down here. And then that is 18,126. So 18,126. So right here, 18,126, 18,126. All right, if you try to save it now, it's not going to let you because of this. One is a very small number for what we're doing, and it would just look like a mess on the data plot on the histogram. So we're going to use a much larger number because we're dealing with larger numbers, right? So I'm going to put 1,000 right here. That's going to be basically the size of the interval of the spaces. So just do that 1,000 and click save. Right here it did per pupil expenditure, and you see right here it's going off of what we put for the width. Right, so now what we want to do is the data set, right? We want to put the data set right here and then plot it. And to do that, you got to come back to your spreadsheet, start at the very top, and then just highlight everything in this column, all the numbers from the minimum to the maximum. Right? And make sure you just stop at the numbers. So you could do Control C to copy all this, or you can right click and do copy. If you're using the touchpad, you use your two fingers and you tap on the corner of the touchpad. And anyway, so I copied this right here, and then I'm going to paste it, Control V. And now you have all of the numbers for the expenditures. So how much they're spending per student. So then you just click right here and you have your histogram. All right, so I'm going to use a snipping tool. So if you click over here, you find the snipping tool and then just do new and then just highlight the graph. And then your graph should be right there. Let me shrink this down. So if Edmentum were good, if you clicked on here, it would let you do this, but I always get this error message. So you can't do it that way. What you do is just take that screenshot and then make sure that you insert it where you are submitting your answer. Just go ahead and put the screenshots in there, and I will just get them from there. And that is how you use the histogram tool.